What if you were told that Bishop John C.W. could one day be your next president? The recent events unfolding seem to point in that very direction. At a grand ceremony held in his church, His Excellency President Jonathan of the United International Peace and Governance Council stood before the congregation to honor him. In that moment, Bishop John C.W. was congratulated for the title he had just been conferred of a Grand Commander of Peace, as well as a Doctorate in Mediation and Reconciliation. Here is what His Excellency President Jonathan had to say.
I'd like to inform you all today that the award of the Grand Commander of Peace, GCOP, that was bestowed on him is meant for only presidents alone. A round of applause for him. Now, secondly, it will interest you to know that the Grand Commander of Peace has only been bestowed physically to only 2 people in East Africa. The first person is the President of Zanzibar, His Excellency President Ali Mwinyi, who was bestowed at the Pan-African Leadership Symposium in Lagos. And the second award that is supposed to be presented to the President of Kenya is presented to this young man here.
Reggaeton Zafa Baradela La Baraos Freketo Mambembo La Baradeli La Binong Sagaya I have seen the glory of Jehovah burning like a fire, protect me like a shield.
But the award was more than just a title. The president himself admitted that as he gave it, he paused to reflect, who is this man? His answer was profound. This is not just a leader. This is a commander of commanders, a man whose grace and influence extend far beyond the pulpit. The president went on to say that Bishop John C.W. is not only leading a church, but shaping leaders, building nations, and preparing for a destiny that could one day see him at the very highest levels of governance. He declared that it will not surprise him to see Bishop John C.W. rise to the presidency itself. And the recognition does not end in Kenya. In the coming weeks, Bishop John C.W. will be celebrated on the global stage at the British Parliament in the House of Lords. There, his appointment as chairman of governance of the UNIPGC Global Committee will be officially confirmed. As President Jonathan reminded us, honors are not given based on faces or profiles, but on outstanding contribution, on a life dedicated to peace, reconciliation, and human development. And Bishop John C.W. has exemplified exactly that. This moment marks not just a celebration, but the beginning of a greater journey, one that carries the promise of leadership, influence, and global impact. Again, hear him say this.
A church of millions of worshippers. While standing here, I see him as a general overseer of a church that will transcend across the globe. This man carries a grace that would... Let me tell you something about this award. I had given this award to him and I started querying myself. What have I done? Who is this man? You could ask him, ask them, I told them. And now I have come to reply myself that this man is a commander of commanders. This man would lead leaders. He only needs a mantle, a man who is a pastor, who has joined protesters. Most times it doesn't happen. Now, this is a true reflection of what is in the pipeline for that journey. And he has manifested it. I am sure he doesn't even know that a day is coming like this, that he will become a grand commander of commanders. Do we know? I am sure we all know the meaning of a commander. A commander is an army who leads battalions. Now, this man is not leading just a battalion, but leading commanders. This is a man leading a nation. Tomorrow, if I hear that he becomes the president of Kenya, I would be surprised. I stand on this altar, not as a prophet, but a man that has the grace of God, the anointing that flows as a leader. I prophesy into his life that he will become leaders of nations. Bishop, I want to say this. You are being celebrated here in Kenya and everybody is cheering you. I tell you, in the next couple of weeks, you will be celebrated at the British Parliament. I say this with all authority as the chairman of the Supreme Council of the United International Peace and Governance Council, that you shall become the chairman of governance of our committee at our organization. The chairman of the committee, I bestow it upon you today, which will be officially bestowed on you at the British Parliament, the House of Lords, come September 26th. If you cannot travel to London, make sure that you are online to watch this man at the House of Lords as he is going to be honored.
And that is it for today. Goodbye.